Hi again, back here for round 2 of Love That Dog. We are going to continue exactly from where we left off yesterday on April 9th. No. No. I can't do it. You should do it. You're a teacher. April 12th. I don't agree that Mr. Walter Dean Myers might like to hear from a boy who likes his poems. I think Mr. Walter Dean Myers would like to hear from a teacher who uses big words and knows how to spell and to type. April 17th. Dear Mr. Walter Dean Myers, you probably don't want to hear from me because I am only a boy and not a teacher, and I don't use big words, and you probably won't read this, or even if you do read it, you probably are way too busy to answer it, let alone do the thing I'm going to ask you. And I want you to know that's okay. Because our teacher says writers are very busy trying to write their words. And the phone is ringing, and the fax is going, and the bills need paying, and sometimes they get sick. I hope you're not sick, Mr. Walter D. Myers. Or their family gets sick, or their electricity goes off, or the car needs fixing, or they have to go to the grocery store, or do the laundry, or clean up messes. I don't know how you find the time to write your words if you have to do all that stuff, and maybe you should get a helper. So what I'm asking you is this. If you ever get time to leave your house, and if you ever feel like visiting a school where there might be some kids who like your poems, would you ever maybe think about coming to our school, which is a clean place with mostly nice people in it? And I think our teacher, Miss Stretchberry, would maybe even make brownies for you, because she sometimes makes them for us. I hope I haven't too much stopped you from doing your writing of words and fixing your car and getting groceries and all that stuff just to read this letter, which is probably taking you maybe 15 minutes. And in that time, you could have maybe written a whole new poem, or at least the start of one. And so I am sorry for taking up your time, and I understand if you can't come to our clean school and read some of your poems to us. And let us see your face, which I bet is a friendly face. My name is Jack. Bye, Mr. Walter Dean Myers. April 20th. Did you mail it? Did he answer yet? April 24th. Months? It might take months for Mr. Walter Dean Myers to answer my letter, if he answers it. I didn't know until you explained that the letter has to go to Mr. Walter Dean Myers Publisher Company, and then someone at the publisher company has to sort all the mail, not just my letter, but hundreds and hundreds of letters to hundreds of authors. All that big mess of mail piled up, and someone sorting all that mail. And then the letter from Mr. Walter Dean Myers go to him, and maybe he's away, maybe he's on vacation, maybe he's sick, maybe he's hiding in a room writing poems, maybe he's babysitting his children or his grandchildren, if he's married and stuff. Or maybe he has to go to the dentist or get the car fixed. Or maybe someone died. I really hope someone did not die. So, if you ask me, it could take him years to get around to answering that letter. So I guess we'd better just forget about it, not count on it, get it out of our minds, do something else, forget it. That is where we're going to stop today. So Jack has just written a letter to his favorite poet, Mr. Walter Dean Myers. Our poetry term for today that we're going to talk about is called alliteration. Alliteration is repeating the same beginning sounds in more than one word. So when we say things like Sally sells seashells by the seashore, we're repeating that sound to try and make our poem or our line more interesting. So a lot of examples of those are in tongue twisters, like the seashell one, or Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, has the p sound over and over at the beginning. You can also see alliteration in some company names like Dunkin' Donuts or Chuck E. Cheese, or some really big characters or people in TV shows like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. So a lot of times authors or companies use alliteration because it's kind of catchy and it grabs your attention. It ties all of the different parts of their poems together and makes them sound like one complete poem. So if you go into your folders, you will find an alliteration page so that you can practice your skills with alliteration. And I will see you all tomorrow.